Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, what are we playing? Today we're going to be playing a deck that is an archetype that I'm not really a big player of, it's mid-range, but it's still a fun deck and the concept is fun. We're looking at a Taliyah deck, specifically Taliyah Malphite. Now you might say, okay streamer, why Taliyah Malphite over Taliyah Ziggs? Mostly it's for two reasons. One, you want to play Malphite himself, and Chip. Now you might say, is Chip really that much of a pool to bring you out of Bandle City? Because Bandle City is great. You got a lot of great things from Bandle City. So it's a very hard question to answer. I don't think that Chip and Malphite and maybe a couple other cards that you could potentially include, like Hush, are worth it because you can just play Quicksand anyway. But Chip, I think, does a lot of work in the deck. Basically, not dying to Mystic Shot / Avalanche, Blighted Ravine is really, really nice. And Malphite's really cool too. The way I look at it is Taliyah Malphite and Taliyah Ziggs are very, very similar decks and have very similar matchups, but Taliyah Ziggs doesn't go as big as Taliyah Malphite unless you want to play like multiple arsenals, which is a little bad in the current meta. And plus, giving Malphite Overwhelm is always fun. Anyway, though, that's what we're going to be playing today. I think it's a solid deck. So let's go and look at the deck. Okay. So, welcome to the deck. Not much to talk about the deck, really. It's not a new concept, but some people haven't played Taliyah Malphite, Taliyah Targan, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like there's some things that we'll have to go over because there are some differences compared to Taliyah Ziggs. Ziggs is not, since we don't have Ziggs, we don't really have a guy giving us some extra help with burn damage, so we have to look at other things to do. But yeah, like Saltspire is our landmark of choice to be copying. Saltspire just curves so well into Taliyah, plus it's not that great in all honesty, but it does help fill out the curve, and that is kind of what we need since we're not playing a early mid-game-ish unit like Zig that's good for the cost. So Saltspire getting doubled up with Taliyah giving us 2 Rock Bears is pretty solid. Like any Taliyah deck, we have ways to give Overwhelm, Absolver, and 2 Heralds. There's a little bit of a greedy choice with double Herald. I just like it more than Absolver. You could go for a different split. You could do like 2 Absolver, 1 Herald, or even triple Absolver, no Herald. You definitely want at least 3 ways to give your units Overwhelm. I'm just going for this split. 1 of Stonebreaker in here. In all honesty, this is only in here because I don't really know what else I would like in the deck. But as for the rest of the deck, pretty standard. We'll go through it really quick. 3 Ancient Preparations, not much to talk about there. Comes down early. It is a landmark to destroy for our Rite of the Arcane if we want it. Helps level up Taliyah's, helps level up Malphite's, and activates the Herald. So we're going to play all 3 of them, of course. 3 chips. Chip is one of the pulls to be in Targan, so we're going to play all 3 chips. Just a, as he likes to say, rock solid little guy. 3/3 beats down really well. Sure, he's not going to be a 3/3 when he comes down on turn 1, but turn 1 chip, turn 2 rock hopper is very, very strong into a lot of decks. So that's why we play 3 chips. 2 hourglasses. Hourglass is in my opinion, at minimum a 1 of, probably a 2 of in most Shurima decks. Some people don't play this card at all. I don't really understand why no Hourglass. I think it's just great. I think it's one of the pulls to be in Shurima. One of the reasons you like to be in Shurima, that and like Rite of Negation, and why these Taliyah piles are just so good against control decks. Your opponent plays like a 6-mana Vengeance and you basically counter them for 2 mana. And because we actually have landmark synergy, you have some shenanigans you can get down with Hourglass. You Hourglass anything, and then you can play like a Taliyah, and then get another whatever you put in the Hourglass. Like Hourglass Taliyah, play Taliyah, copy the Hourglass, you now have 3 Taliyahs. Malphite. Herald of the Magus is a summon ability too, so Herald popping out of the Hourglass is actually going to give you another buff, so that's cute. So I like it as a 2 of. I wouldn't go up to 3 outside of very, very, very specific metas, but I think 2 is a solid number. 3 Preservariums just for landmark synergy and cycling and card draw. 3 Rock Hoppers, not much to talk about with this guy. The guy is just a great card, and the landmark helps too. 1 of Absolver, we already pretty much talked about our Overwhelm split here. You can definitely go up to 2 of these if you want, but I like 1 for the Malphite version. 3 Endless Devounce, the card is just great. Gives you a landmark to copy with Talia, and the landmark's pretty solid. Synergizes well with Rite of the Arcane and Rock Hopper, giving vulnerable to, and the stats are just solid for a 3-drop, so it's really, really nice. 2 Quicksands. One of the other reasons why Shurima is so solid right now is that Quicksand is nuts, and why we're not playing Hush as well. Quicksand, I think, is... In the current meta, I do think Quicksand is better than Hush. For the longest time, everyone's like, well, Hush is just better Quicksand. Now that Quicksand can hit 2 things, I think Quicksand is better than Hush. If you have an opportunity to choose between Quicksand and Hush, I think most of the time you would rather play Quicksand. Of course, if things like Karma became popular, in other words, cards that had text that were not keywords like Karma, then sure, Hush is slightly better. But overall, for now, Quicksand is the better card, better choice. So we're playing 2 of them. If you run into like a lot of Pantheon or something, I guess, or maybe Victor or just elusives in general, maybe you could go up to 3. 2 Rite of the Arcanes, only 2 of them. In a lot of decks that play Rite of the Arcane, I've been mostly going down to 2 anyway. I just feel like 3 bricks a little bit too hard. If you're playing stuff like Explosive Minefield, sure, I think like going up to 3 rights is fine. But I'm a fan of 2 of them only. Only 2 Unraveled Earths, just more cycling. The 3rd Unraveled Earth is something you can fit in, but it's also a card I like to cut when I'm trying to fit in other cards. For example, this 1 of Stonebreaker here, I think is much stronger than the 3rd Unraveled Earth, but maybe you disagree. 2 Ground Slams. I think Stun is another strong reason for being in Targon. You don't really have Stun outside of Explosive Minefield in the Bandle City, and more importantly, fast stuns. But I think the Celestial version, Celestial Omen, I think? Celestial Wonder. I don't like Celestial Wonder that much. I think Celestial Wonder, sure, it hits 2 units, but I think Ground Slam is just a little bit better than Celestial Wonder because I'm usually only wanting to stun 1 unit. Whatever's blocking my Overwhelm stuff. But it's definitely up for debate. You can definitely switch out the 2 Ground Slams for 2 Celestial Wonders. You can also actually remove the 1 of Stonebreaker for a 3rd stun. That is another thing you could add in over this 1 of Stonebreaker. 2 Running Negations. This is pretty standard in my opinion for Shurima decks. 3 Salt Spires. You could definitely go down to 2, but I like 3 because it just gives me a very powerful curve. Turn 4 Salt Spire, turn 5 Talia. 2 Heralds, just more Overwhelm stuff. We already talked about it. 3 Talias, we're a Talia Malphite deck, so we're going to play 3 of each of our champions. And the 1 of Stonebreaker, I just really can't figure out another card I would like in this deck, because I feel like this 1 of Stonebreaker is stronger than a lot of these cards that I'm only playing as a 2 of that could definitely go up to 3. Like, I think the 1 of Stonebreaker is stronger than a 3rd Unraveled Earth, 3rd Rite of the Arcane, etc., etc. Anyway, though, very fun deck to play. Not really something I play too much, like this archetype in general, mid-range, pretty much. But it's still a very fun deck to play, and I've been meaning to play a lot more of it recently too because of the Malphite buff, because he now has a ability that when he's summoned, he stuns an enemy, which is pretty sweet. So we're going to be playing him a little bit, going to try him out. I'm definitely not going to be playing him well. I already apologized before we even get into the games. I'm going to definitely make some misplays most likely. But anyway, though, we're just here to have some fun. So let's go and play a couple of games. Ooh, okay. Mono Viego. So they're a Vengeance deck. Sometimes. Some of these versions don't play Vengeance. I don't want to keep... I want to find a better start than just this. Okay, I don't like this. Well, Rite of Negation's not bad. The rest of my hand, though. Oh, good lord. Alright, hopefully I can find something good with Ancient Prep. Salt Spire? I guess I'll take the Salt Spire. It gives me a nice curve into Talia, and I have something to do here. It is Preservarium. So it's not terrible. Like, I'm just going to play this Preservarium. Hope I find Talia soon. I've got a 2-2 popping out. Can I stop drawing right? I mean, I can't draw another Right of the Arcane anyway. But yeah, I wanted to get this Preservarium down there to draw as many cards as possible to try to hit Talia. That's why I also chose Saltspire. Kinda needed my Rockhopper, though. Like, Rockhopper would be good. Chip's also decent. Okay, we found the Talia. I'm just gonna pass. Just bank the mana. There's nothing I really want to do. Like, sure, pull in the 2-3, whatever. Now that I think about it, this might be a problem. Because I had to play Saltspire, and I have no board. Where were you earlier? You would have been great earlier. Same with you, Chip. Yeah, I've got to play, like, Ancient Prep into Chip, I think. Malphite? Hourglass isn't bad either. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Oh god, they had 2 Merciless Hunter. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm not actually dead. I'm at 2, but yeah, we're probably dead here. We're just gonna do this. I want to hold up counter magic now for the rest of the game. We might be able to save this if they don't have, you know, big boy. Viego. Okay, Camavorin's fine. It's not Viego. That's all that matters. And we can get a lot of units here. Chip is a huge draw. We're just going to double up right now. Okay, so we took a lot of damage early because our draw was not that great because we didn't find Rockhopper or Chip. Oh, we've got 5 units popping out, or 5 units on the board next turn. I'm just going to attack here. And see what they do. Cool. It's actually really nice. I don't care that's activating Viego, by the way. I just need the chip damage. Like, that chip damage is very important. Speaking of chip, do I summon chip? Or do I play around Atrocity? It's not Atrocity, Despair. I'll play around Despair. I mean, this is nice. This is a 9/8. That's cute. Preservarium. Could just play Malphite? Pride was my end, as it will be yours. And I think I will do that. I am gonna shake things. I just want to get Malphite on the field. My feet are far away. And I've got a counter spell. I've got a quicksand here in case they try to kill Talia somehow. Like Waking Sands? I don't know. Like, I feel they have a Vile Feast here or something. So the only problem is if I do Quicksand to keep Talia relatively high health, basically outside of Vile Feast range, that means I only have 8 mana next turn. Okay. Sure. It's fine. But yeah, 8 mana is not that much mana. What is this? You gonna Vile Feast already? Go for it. I also got to keep in mind Atrocity is a thing. I'm not playing around Vengeance, by the way. Or other cards who I can't think of right now. Despair. Please don't Vengeance me. Don't let that be Vengeance. Cool, it's not Vengeance. Could be Vengeance, but it's not. Yeah, we're just gonna pass here. Not much to do. Okay. It's fine. That's very fine. That's all they're doing. Kind of surprised that's all they did. I'm surprised they didn't throw away the 5/3 just to get even more Viego level up progress. And we're just going to start right away with an Unstoppable Force. Yeah, just start right away with this. And we've got Counterspell for their Counterspell. Right there, right. We could right the Vengeance. If they have Vengeance and right, that's a little annoying. Do I let that go through? Do I care about that? I don't think I care about this. Yeah, I don't care. Because I can refill the board with chip. I could Preservarium here. I can Preservarium, right? Whatever they play. Well, no, then Viego pops up. I think I'll start with Preservarium. They don't have... So I have 9 mana. This is 4. Okay. Well, GG. We win, boys. Malphite, so good.
We should do this more often.
Sure. Lurk? Okay. I actually have no idea how the Lurk matchup works. I'm just gonna mulligan for Chip. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just fine Chip. Chip and Rockhopper are what I'm looking for here. Oh, nice. We actually found it. It's actually a really good draw. Oh, 2 chips? You're so nice to me. It's a great draw. Suicide Hatchling, whatever. I'm actually going to offer a trade. If they want to trade, I love it. If they don't, I love it. Free 1 damage. Also, I recognize this guy. This guy has like a fuck ton of LP. Yeah, 313... Or LP, Mastery. 313,000 Mastery on Pike alone. It's crazy. Yeah, whatever. Is that... Yeah, that's a Rek'Sai. Whatever. Rek'Sai, oh boy. I think I'm just gonna play, like, Chip Rockhopper here, or maybe another Rockhopper. Yeah, let's start with that. Second Rockhopper, and then Chip. And then attack in with a lot of stuff. And we're just going to block that. And we squeeze in, what, 6 damage here? I like that. It's a nice play. Is this how you mid-range? I don't know. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to mid-range, but it's what I'm doing. Just smork. They gotta actually be careful because we actually have counterspells for Pike. They're not in my hand, but, you know... They exist in the deck. Well, goodbye, Chip. I mean, I could Quicksand that. I guess Quicksand helps deal with Pike, too. Kind of. Wait, what? What? We're playing that now in Lurk? Okay, sure, careful prep. They can only play so many Lurk cards, or non-Lurk cards in that deck, so I wonder what they took out. Like, do they not play Bloodbait? Some of them don't play Bloodbait, I guess. Well, we'll just play that after we squeeze in another 6 damage. No Pike is nice. Still really... I mean, I know they have Rek'Sai, unless they put Rek'Sai back for that careful prep. But the very first Lurk, they did have a Rek'Sai on top, so I should be careful of okay, we've dealt with Rek'Sai. That's fine. We're just going to use this. Thank you, actually, for that. Wait. They didn't Lurk. They didn't Lurk. Another careful prep? That's all I can think of. It also kind of sucks that Herald of Magus only works when it's summoned. Okay, it is another careful prep. Okay, okay, interesting. Very interesting. I'll just trade off here. Hand does kind of suck that they didn't play anything there, but whatever. Another Ground Slam. Another Ground Slam. Or a Preservarium. I kind of like that a little bit more. I'm not sure if this is correct, because I don't want to summon Malphite this turn. Oh, Rockhopper, neat.
Stands beneath me and winds behind me.
So my idea with the second ground, we're just gonna trade that, I guess. Kind of sucks that it took up our landmark, but that's actually not that bad. It lets us summon Herald here. Sets up our Malphite. If they have Pike here, it's whatever. Why did we summon this now? Hold on. Bone Skewer? Oh, was this defensive? Oh, because they're at 7 health. Yeah, that's defensive. Okay, sure. And we should probably win from here. I mean, Pike's a problem. Trollfish is nothing. I think I'm just gonna summon the Devout and play a Preservarium. And I'm just gonna take this. Like, this is nothing. They don't have burn. Unless my opponent's weird and plays like double up. Yeah, I just want to have... I'd rather take the, what, 9 damage? And we'll just stun this. Even if they have Pike. Pike doesn't really do much here. They would need like 2 Pikes. Yeah, they need 2 Pikes here, or Pike and a Bone Skewer, I think. And I am bluffing counter magic. GG. Looks like it's GG. Yep, good game.
It is a good day to be Malphite.
What? Okay. Hi, Chip. I'm trying to think, like, what am I playing against? The only thing I can think of is a reputation deck that instead of playing Ashe, it plays Udyr, which honestly doesn't even sound that bad. In fact, Udyr is probably better than Ashe. Hand's not great, by the way. Please don't play like Omen Hawk or something here on turn 1. You know, you can do nothing and play Glory Seeker. Go for that. Please? I hate you, opponent. I am not... Yeah, I'm not trading here. Why would I do that? Well, the good news is they can't now Brittle Steel plus Glory Seeker my chip, so that's nice. So yeah, this is definitely a reputation deck if they're playing... I mean, LeBlanc kind of gives it away that it's reputation, but... Oh well. I wonder if they're playing the new card. I forgot the name of it. The 6 mana card that costs 3 if your reputation is active, and it summons 2 Glory Seekers. Card's kind of annoying. Another Omen Hawk. Do I just Smork here? I think I'm gonna just Smork here. Yeah, let's just open attack. With Omen Hawk into Omen Hawk, I think I can get punished hard if I try to develop a Devout here. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I don't know. I wonder if I win this matchup. I think it depends on if they're playing Reckonings and Culling Strikes and Scorched Earths or not. Like, how much removal, in other words. So we don't go for a cheeky freeze win. I could just develop this, actually. Yeah, I actually kind of like developing this.
Stands beneath me and winds behind me.
This kind of makes their LeBlanc a little awkward here. Unless they got double buffed on LeBlanc. Okay. This is definitely a Troll Chant or Inner Beast or Brittle Steel here. I'm still going to play into it. Sure, Troll Chant, whatever. I really don't care about this. I mostly just wanted to get that out of their hand and make them use that mana. Now here's what I need. Talia. Please? Preservarium's not what I need. Another chip? Oh, okay, or we can just draw Talia. And I will go... You know what? Do I think they're playing Farron? I'm just thinking here, like, do I take this? I'm going to do this block. We're going to be a little greedy here. I don't think they're playing, like, Decimates or Farrons because they have Udyr to give Overwhelm. And the reason for this is Ice Veil Archer with Vulnerable on it, dying to Talia is nuts. Wait, my Talia's not leveled. Whatever.
Into motion. I want put me in motion.
You know what? I just might have messed up and lost the game now. Culling Strike. Okay, thank God it's not Culling Strike.
Hear my call.
They haven't played a single stand swap yet. I'm just trying to think if I trade Chip for Archer. And I don't think I do. This might be a misplay in all honesty. Okay, good, they're passing. They don't have Culling Strike. Because I think I do go over the top of them. Like, sure. Oh, hi. Second Talia. Sure, they have LeBlanc mirror images copying LeBlanc's or even Udyr's, or more specifically, Incisive Tactician. But I still think with Malphite, we go over the top like that. Don't care about that. We're just going to level up our Talia with this. Yeah, with this. Sure.
Talia, watch out. Oh my goodness. They are my people, and I am theirs.
And now if I could just draw a Herald of the Magus. Or Absolver, I guess. We're in a great spot. They're gonna have a hard time actually striking with Udyr. It's not like they're a Shurima version, so I don't have to worry about Desert Duel. They don't have strikes. Well, no. I think there's like... I think it's called like Wild Claws or something. I think there's a 5-mana strike spell in Noxus, but Freljord doesn't have strike spells, but Noxus has like 1 bad strike spell. So what do you have here? 3 Sisters? Okay. Freeze? Sure. Honestly, I'm only doing this not because I'm scared of Udyr. I don't want to give them a free stance swap here. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I really like that they did this. They were obviously expecting Udyr to get a strike here for the free stance swap, but this is nice. I basically countered their flash freeze, and they don't get the free stance swap, so they still have to pay mana. They never gave their Udyr regen. They bear stance instead of boar stance for, I guess, the extra attack, which is nice for us. So I could just get rid of Roiling Sands and play Malphite. I could even just Stonebreaker. So I think the play is going to be just this. And I'll even send these in at the very end.
Such is my oath.
Okay, so they have, like, another flash freeze? I gotta be careful of Absolver, too. Okay, 3 Sisters in the flash freeze, I guess. That's fine. I don't mind them getting the free stance swap. It's whatever. I just wanted to push in damage. I doubt they're playing something like Kindly Tavern Keeper. So getting this damage is nice. And also getting some room on the board so I don't have to obliterate a landmark is also really, really nice. I doubt they would pass here. Yeah, boar stance is whatever. I just want to cycle, in all honesty. A predict? Eh. The predict might actually be decent. We're just going to pass here. I don't see myself losing from here, in all honesty. Like, sure, he's about to level up. I might actually counter another stance. Archer does nothing. Actually, Archer does stuff. Kind of annoys me. You know what? Let's just get the big boy out there. If they somehow have, like, flash freeze into Reckoning, then, well, I can counter that. So I think this is game. GG. Malphite, big boy?
The two-headed wolf.
Well, you can't attack in with that. Cool. GG. Herald? Or Absolver, please? Another chip. We're just gonna smork here?
Beware falling rocks.
Something like this is what I'm looking at. Wait, why don't I stun? Yeah, why am I not stunning here now that I think about it? I completely forgot I had this stun from Malphite. Yeah, and GG.
What a great day.
Okay. So, welcome back to the deck. 3 games, 3 wins. Pretty good games. I feel like we got to see exactly what our deck was trying to do. We went against what? Mono Viego. We went against Lurk, and we went against a weird reputation list, like a Udyr LeBlanc reputation list. Well, actually, we don't even know their reputation. They never played a single reputation card, I think. They were playing Merkwolf Shaman too, if I remember correctly. It was kind of weird, but I assume it's reputation because, you know, it's a LeBlanc deck. LeBlanc is almost always playing at least some reputation cards, like Whispered Words, Incisive Tacticians. LeBlanc herself is not really reputation, but which kind of is. But yeah, we did pretty well in those games. Almost lost to Mono Viego because of a really bad early game, but I think especially in our game against LeBlanc Udyr, we got to really see why we played Chip. Chip did a lot of work, pulled a lot of weight there, just being a 1 mana 3/3, comes down early. Also kind of cute in how you can stun, or you can use him to soft pass, sort of just play Chip, pass to make your opponent do something big, and then you can stun with Malphite. So really nice. Also got to see like a lot of what Malphite was doing. Really, this buff to Malphite, making it so he stuns, is so nice now. Being able to just play Malphite right away on a defensive turn to stun a scary unit like, I think I did that in the Udyr game. I think I stunned Udyr after they froze my biggest unit. I just stunned Udyr and I was like, yeah, now what? So yeah, I think it's a good deck. I think it's a very solid deck. I will say this, I do think it is a little worse overall compared to Talia Ziggs, but I do think in exchange for having a little bit worse of a matchup spread, it is better against some decks, like Field of Rush. I think this deck is better against Field of Rush than Talia Ziggs is against Field of Rush. They're both really good against Field of Rush, though. But yeah, and also you get to play Malphite. Malphite's fun to play. So yeah, that's the deck. I think it's really good. I think it's really strong. Definitely a lot of things to consider here, though. A very customizable deck. There's not really anything that's a full 40 card list is not really set in stone. There's a lot of modification, customization you can do. But we played I don't know if we actually played. I can't remember if we played Stonebreaker, but the fact that there were a lot of times where Stonebreaker was looking pretty solid in our last game goes to show why I like this as a 1 of. I would not play this as a 3 of, but I would even consider going up to a 2 of this Stonebreaker. But like I said, there's a lot of things to change. You can also consider the 5 mana Celestial card stun over Ground Slam. I just like Ground Slam better. It's cheaper and it actually can kill things because it's going to be active all the time because, you know, we're Talia Malphite. We're always going to have Summon a Landmark by the time we want to cast Ground Slam. Plus, Chip is cute. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your opinion on this deck. Do you think it is good, or do you think it's just trying to be cute and you should just play Talia Ziggs instead? Leave a comment down below. And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below as well. Always helps me and the channel out. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video, and until I see you guys in the next one, bye!